What's up, guys? Holy moly nation. We are back with another video, part 2 of Q&A. 1, 2, 2, 2.
Nah. Anywho, well, we are back. Welcome back to our channel, and welcome to any of our new subscribers. We really appreciate you guys. Thank you, and thank you again. Well, we're going to get into the part 2 of our Q&A. All right, let's get it started.
Let's get it cracking.
This is Jeopardy. Now I'm just playing.
Let's get it popping.
Let's get started to the Q&A.
All right, so our first question would be, should I purchase a food truck, trailer, or should I build it?
Well, we won't kind of answer that and tell you yes, do this, no, do that, or anything like that. I think it kind of depends on your budget, and the budget is something that you just kind of have to look at. I don't think you make a purchase like that, whether you build it, you buy it, or anything, without a budget in mind. And I think that's where a lot of people mess up in life, is they don't have a budget when it comes down to the finances. I think that's kind of the biggest thing about it, because you got to kind of know where your capital is going to come from. So that's going to depend whether you do a food truck, a food trailer. Should I build it? Should I not build it? You're also going to have to always do your research. Like I always say, do your research. Because you can also take out loans. You may get your capital from friends and family. You may have fundraisers. It's all kind of ways that you can go about, I guess, getting your money up to be able to purchase your mobile unit, no matter what it is. So I guess it would depend on you and your budget, how much you are willing to spend. I think one of the biggest problems we see people do, they get into the food truck business. They may purchase the truck, but there are things and pretty much cost that comes along with that is very unexpected. So if you don't have the finances to be able to complete what you need to complete with your mobile unit, it's kind of pointless. And like we said before, what's the purpose of having your mobile unit if it's parked in the backyard?
You can have good barbecues.
Yeah, you can have some good barbecue. Maybe you can just
host a lot of good barbecues.
Maybe you can just invite your family and sell out the backyard.
Yeah,
I don't really know.
You could pretend like you had a fair.
I don't really know. Another thing, you have people who, however you have to get started, to start your vision, then you go for what you know. If you don't have your finances in order, I suggest you get your finances in order. You might have to work on your credit. That's a whole nother episode.
Get your house in order.
Pretty much. So the thing is, you may have to get your credit where it needs to be at to be able to finance. Because you have to think about the cost that you are going to be financing. That it can be a hefty price. It just depends on, what you want to do, what you're looking into, where you maybe want to save money, you don't care, you want to buy something straight out, you don't want payments. I guess it's totally up to you. At the end of the day, you should want a return on your investment. And I think that's pretty much it. Because even thinking about the budget, you have to think about food trucks. Food trucks have a high failure rate. Believe it or not. I know a lot of people, it's the pandemic going on.
Just like restaurants.
Yeah, just like a restaurant. Yeah. You have a high failure rate. I know people swear they have the best food ever. Yeah. And that is not what the consumer says, okay? They say otherwise. So, those are some things that you're going to have to look at. You have to take into consideration. It's a risk. Any business is a risk. Right. You have to remember that. You have to do your research.
You don't know if it's going to work.
Yeah, you don't know if it's going to work. You going on.
We have plenty of businesses that
fail, believe it or not. And so the food truck or a mobile unit is no different from any business. Business is a risk. It doesn't matter. If you're not willing to take the risk, this is not for you. You have a lot of people who you don't have a business plan. Those are reasons that you fail with a food truck, restaurant, whatever. But we're going to talk about food trucks. You will fail.
I'm going to sell these hot dogs.
And you just swear your hot dogs are.
And I'm going to go right here on this corner. You're just going to pick your corner.
And guess what? There are rules to some corners, believe it or not.
You ain't going to pick any corner.
I say because even a hot dog is a hazardous food. You can't just go in the corner and sell a hot dog. Not where I live. So you can't do that. So a lot of people don't have a business plan. They don't do their research. One of the main things is they don't have capital. They don't have the capital. So we would say shoot for your dreams, but make your dreams realistic. Mm-hmm. So if you don't have the capital, what do?
And some people got bad habits. They don't want to wash their hands. They ain't heard from me.
So your bad habits will cause you to be shut down in a month, believe it or not. And all it takes is, like we talked about in the first Q&A, all it takes is you having a bad grade.
You can't please everybody.
Yeah, you can't please everyone.
I mean, even if you got good food, somewhere or another, somebody gonna come by and say they need their green peppers a little fresh. So that comes a little more, you know. So
so that comes with humbling yourself. We never go out any day with our food truck and swear our food is just it. I mean, we stand behind our product. We stand behind, pretty much everything we sell. But some people are not going to believe that your food is the greatest, even if you believe it.
And one thing about Holy Moly, we going to stay humble. You will never, I know, and I never heard her, we will never brag about anything we do. We let the customer, and I like to hear the customer say things because we appreciate it, and that lets us know that we doing a good job. But don't be going out here, I got the best hamburger in the world.
Right.
The best cheeseburger in the world. And you might have a good cheeseburger, but let people tell you that.
That's
be humble about yourself.
Another thing is poor management.
Yeah, poor management.
We would suggest you take courses. If you have never even worked in a restaurant before, I would suggest you take classes because you have to manage your business just like your life. So that's another thing. A lot of times, what else you was about to say something?
So, can poor management, do it go together with bad habits?
Oh, yes. That's poor management.
Yeah, I kind of figure that.
That's poor management.
I mean, some people I see, I say poor management, in a professional way, as business-wise, but
poor management.
People been having bad habits before they got into business.
Yeah.
So now when they in business, it looks like poor management, but they always had this problem before business because they had poor habits.
Yeah. So pretty much get yourself together before you step on the scene. That's pretty much what we can tell you. No advertisement. You're going to have to advertise. You are going to have some form of advertising yourself. Do not feel like...
Look, every time we set up, we got signs galore. I set up signs, sometimes customers pull up, they're like, you're not ready yet? Nope. I got to get my signs up. Once I get my signs up, then we good to go. But signs say a whole lot. The advertisement, you got to let people know who you are, what you have, where you at, you know what I'm saying? And you got to keep promoting. Keep throwing it out. Keep throwing it. Never, just keep on. I know they get tired of Holy Moly because we just throw it out there all the time. They probably like, I'm tired of Holy Moly, but look, this is what we got to do. If we don't do it, people not going to know who we are. They not going to know where we at. They're not going to know anything about us.
Yeah, and then some people want to stay the little. I don't even know if sometimes they want to stay the little man, but they just content with your 5 and no more. But that's all up to you whether you want to grow anymore. If you want to grow, you're gonna have to advertise. So I wouldn't dare tell anyone to get into this business and they're not able to properly market themselves. You're gonna have to be able to advertise. So your marketing strategy is very important. So all of that's gonna go into should you purchase a trailer. You have to take all these things into consideration. Another thing is stop trying to do what you see someone else do. We have a lot of people, believe it or not, even holy moly. We have people who actually, sometimes they don't say it to our faces, but they'll talk to the next person and they're more than happy to come back and tell us, oh, such and such said they can make some hot dogs, or they can do this, or they can do that, or we sell funnel cakes too, and we like, what do you?
It's good.
You know, that is all good and great.
It's enough.
Competition is great, believe it or not.
It's enough.
You know, it's
Gravy
enough
for everybody.
everyone, believe it or not. So you can't just feel like you're going to achieve someone else's dream. I guess that's what I always say. Yeah. It's not for you. Do not, yes, does it take a rocket scientist? Does it take a 4-year degree to run a food trailer?
Nah.
Or a mobile unit? Nah.
Some people do think that.
For some people, they believe that.
We got doctors in food trucks. We got presidents in food trucks. We got governors and mayors in food trucks. They know about this business, you know. Nobody can't tell them nothing. Okay?
But believe it or not, it's still a good investment. We still encourage you. We still encourage you to follow your dreams. It doesn't matter. Follow your dreams.
That's right.
However you have to start, however you have to get your capital, it's going to be up to you. Bring out the originality. If you don't have that, you have nothing. So bring it out. So it just goes to should you purchase a food truck and trailer or build it out? So we're going to get into building it out.
All right. Building it out. One thing I can say about building your trailer or your food truck. Well, I haven't built the food truck, but I built the food trailer.
Yes.
In our career, we had I don't even know how old that could.
It was
an old camper.
Camper.
And we saw it in the yard somewhere, and we rode up on it. The man had a good price, and I mean, we put our love, our time. We took our time with it, you know, worked with our budget till we got it right. And man, like I said, you can purchase one, a turnkey, go right on in, but your budget might be able to do that. But for those that they budget, and one time our budget, you know, we had a budget line that we wanted, that we had, and we was not gonna go over it.
Nope. And
we took our time. You know, we work our regular jobs, we put it in the backyard, we work on it, took our time, shop around, you know, any hands that we had involved with it, electrician or whatever, we took our time to search who had the best deal or whatever. But I'm going to tell you one thing about when you build it from the ground up, you will appreciate it because you know exactly what's going on with that trailer. And then if it don't pass inspection, guess what? It's a learning process. Believe me, DHEC, the inspectors will tell you exactly what you need to do. And you just go back, put it back in your backyard and get it right.
Yeah.
That's a good learning experience. You don't even have to go around asking people questions or nothing. Just get out there and do it.
Yeah.
And some people might say, why would you do that? You could go ahead and ask somebody, you don't have to spend the money. But guess what? It's your learning experience. Because when you get your next trailer or your next truck, you know exactly what to do. You be experienced. You know what I'm saying? It should be easy to do a food truck. I'm just going to say, some people might say, I'm going to say it like this, then a brick and mortar, all right? See, a brick and mortar, you might have to consult an architect or whatever, go to these different permits and all that. You can't put this here, there, there. But one thing in this little space, How much space do you have?
Not a big
The
space.
biggest trailer, I don't know. I know they got some big ones, but come on now. Let's be real about this. If I put the hood at the back of the trailer, it ain't gonna matter. Now, if D-Hex said, well, you should have put it up here, well, guess what? I can run gas lines, go that way, and still make it work. It depends how you want it, how you want it set up. The basic guidelines that D-Hex have, they will show you, tell you what you need to do to open this thing up. So it don't take rocket scientists, but it do take patience.
It takes patience and it takes research.
It takes research.
It takes research because you still can't put the hood over the sink.
Who would do that?
You got slow people out there.
But
But believe it or not, I'm just saying, just do your research.
But,
You got some slow people that got the hot lamp that heat the
all this other space over here.
It doesn't matter. They get slow like that. They feel like it's just gonna take the exhaust is just gonna take it out of the trailer no matter where it's at.
Okay, so shop for a trailer. You know, depending on what you want to do. If you're going to do full course bistro and all that, you need to have bistro everything.
You need to have bistro money. How about that?
But I'm just saying.
That's the truth, though.
If
You need to have bistro money.
If you're doing a shaved icy trailer, you don't need all that.
If you just doing
You
a
need
hot
to sit-
dog, if you just have a hot dog trailer, it doesn't take all
Yeah.
that. You can have a hot dog trailer, and let's take a hot dog trailer for instance. You can have a hot dog trailer, just have a hot dog roller on the inside, someplace a bun warmer,
Your warming station for your chili,
your warming
cheese,
station
and all
for your
that.
chili and your cheese,
Prep
a
table.
condiment section.
Yeah.
You need your sinks, of course. That's just your plumbing and electric. And you get approved, and there, you're in business. That is what a hot dog business is one of the easiest business in hot dog carts or trailers or food trucks. Even the tents are very profitable.
But guess what?
But don't give people ball weenies.
It's a lot of good hot dog makers out there.
And don't use ball weenies.
Search in your city, your town, and see.
Hey,
okay,
He
ain't
not
no hot
hearing me.
dog.
He not hearing me though. We don't want ball weenies.
No, nobody want no ball wings.
Please do not just put a hot dog in a pot
No,
and sell it to people, okay?
no ball wings.
And please try to give your people some good hot dogs.
Yeah, good hot dogs, some good buns.
So don't go to Walmart or Food Lion or Aldi's.
Chicken franks.
And buy your people chicken franks.
Chicken franks.
We just had to throw that in there.
Them red weenies. Don't be
Yes,
serving them
please
red
not.
weenies.
You know what? Don't even buy that for your family. They're probably not gonna like us about the hot dogs, but a hot dog should be a hot dog. Okay, we just left what we was doing because we stuck on hot dogs.
I was thinking about that hot dog. The cheap hot dog for 99 cents at Walmart. What they used to call that hot dog?
I don't remember, but
Oh man.
get yourself a good beef hot dog.
Yeah.
Just that's all you gotta say. You can grill it. I mean, you can fry it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just don't give people ball weenies.
Straight out the juice, the water.
The water.
Mm.
A water dog. Maybe that's what they should call it, a water dog.
All the flavor, all the salt ball out of it. Just
Oh my God. But let me stop, y'all.
eating
Let
a
me
big
stop,
old
let me stop.
big Vienna sausages in a bun with mustard.
But all just aside, but when you do build it yourself, it's gonna be a learning experience. for
Y'all
you.
gotta excuse us. On this channel, we gonna try to be
We're
helpful.
gonna try to be helpful, but
And
we are not too serious. We are
Yeah.
not serious people all the time.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna be honest.
Look, we a family-owned business, husband, wife. You know, we just trying to do what we do. Try to help out.
But when you're doing it yourself, you're able to be creative, jazz it up the way you like it. I mean, a group on Facebook, and let me tell you something. It's predominantly women, but they do some things to their food businesses. Okay, they mobile units are just their own personality.
They're nice.
Their own style. They're nice. They're creative.
That's good. Originality. That's
yes. Because you got to remember, you are the mobile billboard for your business. It's no other way of saying that.
And believe it or not, that's what people are looking for. They're looking for originality. They don't want you pulling up on the scene and you writing all your menu on the side of the trailer. It's not saying nobody gonna buy nothing from it. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna take that away, but people look, they be like, what it is? I don't know them people. Zoom.
Yeah.
So your originality, hey, make the best of it.
Make the best of it. So that's pretty much on building it. So then it's like, should you get a trailer that's fully equipped, or should you get a trailer that's halfway built? Because you can also do that too.
Well, we never bought one fully equipped.
Nah, and we don't plan on it.
I don't think I would, because the prices I see on them fully equipped,
No.
I have gone to building it from the ground and gone half and half and came out cheaper than buying a turnkey.
So tell them what half and half is.
Well, half and half to me would be like, you find a trailer that has all the electrical work done, all the plumbing done, the wastewater, all that stuff, the water heater, air conditioner, all that. That's like halfway to me. The only thing I got to put in is equipment in my shelving and whatever else I need to operate my business. And that's it. And I'm rolling.
Yep. And that way you can price your own equipment.
Yeah.
I say, because of course you have to think about it. The company's going to sell you the trailer, then they're going to also sell you the equipment. Well, most of them still making money off the equipment as well. When you can turn around and buy the equipment yourself. Or you have I see one young lady just went to an auction or places like that, a used equipment. I mean, you can purchase used equipment and come out cheaper. Sometimes you get good deals off of Marketplace. Different ads. Sometimes a lot of restaurants are always going out of business.
Right.
A lot of food trucks are always going out of business. They're always selling food trucks. Therefore, it leaves the opportunity to purchase equipment.
Now, I'm going to tell you about other people selling food trucks. I'm going to tell you what. That's just like our food truck. If I was happen to sell my food truck, I want the money that I put into it, but be real. You're not going to get the money that you put in it. And a lot of these food truckers that putting prices on some of these trailers is a little expensive. And see, I know the feeling. You want the money that you put in, but the money that say somebody had a trailer for $25,000. First thing I would say, I take that $25,000, go to the dealership, and get me almost a turnkey. Why should I buy your used equipment that I don't know anything about?
Yeah.
Yeah,
you also have to pay attention to the ones that's selling the food trucks. Because believe it or not, what they're selling their food trucks for, you can go buy a brand new.
Right.
Like a 2020, 2021
and
concession unit.
Yeah.
For that price. Or sometimes it's even better.
Right.
Than what they're selling. And then we're not talking about if they was using it, you're going to have to do some deep cleaning. So it's something that, it's just something to think about, and you have to kind of look around and know what you're getting into.
And you'll be the first owner. That ownership. You're the first owner. Even when I hooped it, we was the first owner. and you might say, well, how you owner of the first pop-up trailer? Yeah, because we designed it the way we wanted, so we was the first owner as a food truck.
Yeah, and what happened was the guy that was building the trailer. I think he got discouraged in the mobile unit, but guess what?
Yeah,
it was just sitting there so pretty.
It was sitting there for us.
I mean, just waiting for me.
First, I looked like I could have sold some watermelons out of it.
Yeah.
But, I didn't want to do that. We was like, we're going to go to full cost.
Yeah. So we pretty much built it up where we wanted it to be. Yeah. And it was successful. So, even people who have food trucks, we don't discourage you from buying it, But what we are saying is sometimes they are way overpriced. And for the price they're asking for, it's not even worth it. Because you can get, I have seen trailers as low as maybe about 25,000. I mean, you can get a brand new trailer. Everything ready to roll. Maybe not your equipment, but it's ready to roll. So all you got to do is go inside. So if you're not doing anything but ice cream or shaved ices or Italian ice,
sell some popcorn.
You just selling burgers. No, not the burgers, but popcorn. Yeah, light, very
just
light.
Do it
light
your
food.
way. Go, we did it. We did popcorn. We did all flavored popcorns.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's whatever you consider whatever you want to do in your mobile unit. Right. You know, your equipment and the cost is going to determine what you're selling. that is just going to be, you know, we see a lot of people, I think they give up because they start off and it look like it's just like, oh my God, this cost is ridiculous. But it's not that. But you can go in your trailer and sell lightweight items. You know, your low cost items in your food truck. Things that are not, that you don't have to be permitted by your local county. You may need a business license, of course, you know, or maybe some permits just to sell. But other than that, as far as just operating a food truck, it depends on what food you're selling. It's that's just that. I mean, you might just want to sell ice cream bars, like the local ice cream truck.
And the ice cream truck, right?
So that's pretty much that. So guess what, guys? This is the end of the video.
This is the end of the
Q&A.
End of the video. This is the end of the Q&A.
Part 2.
But so, folks, we're gonna be out of here. So if you like this video, if you like me,
or me,
Mr. Do Right,
or Riri,
hit the like button. And please comment on this Q&A. We would like to hear your thoughts. We would like any input. You might teach us something.
Yeah.
We're not claiming to know everything. We still learning ourselves. So please do comment. And if you like this channel, please be a member of the Holy Nation family and subscribe. Subscribe to the channel. Ride with us. You know what I mean?
Turn on your notification and hit that bell.